IMTV! Welcome, all you metalheads out there in IMTV world. Today we have double bubble presenter, Mr. Randy Gregg. And we thought at this lovely day, well, we're at the Hajduk Split Stadium, is that correct, Johnny? Thank you. Very famous football team apparently from this part of the world. I haven't heard of them myself, but anyway. Slaven Bilic. They used to play for West Ham, is that right, Johnny? And you're a big fan, aren't you? Yes. Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, we thought we'd take this day, as there's no band here, because they're a bit late today and we've had to push everything back a bit. So they're not here, we can't actually talk to any of them because they're slacks. Well, no. So I thought we'd take this opportunity. And it's as the sun is setting, I thought it was this beautiful setting behind us, lovely mountains, that we'd actually... Hello. Look at that. Stunning. Nature. I would take this as it's almost like the sunset, as it is the sunset of the tour, with this moment of reflection.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Very good. Do you like that? So I thought we'd take this moment of reflection because obviously, you know, you've been doing a bit by IMTV in my absence, and you know we've both been doing it. We thought, you know, it's been since January.
Yeah.
And we've been through it all the way. So what do you think any sort of highlights have been? What, you know, it seems such it's been like we've been doing this forever, but
yeah, India feels like it was about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It really does. It's kind of weird. Uh-oh. Get him on there. Get him on.
Mr. Tim Dowd, our promoter in the Eastern European market for many years. Ask him a couple of questions about
okay.
About here and about
when.
Yeah, Mr. Tim Dowdle, who is our promoter in the Eastern European parts for many years, and he's going to tell us a little bit about where we played. So first of all, we're in Split. We're at the Hajduk Split football stadium.
Something like that.
And the last show here, big show here, I understand, was where?
It was 1984 with Dire Straits, and believe it or not, we promoted it.
And that's the last big show here.
Yeah, but just one thing before we finish on this subject. He's looking at me.
Yeah,
probably the worst shot you could have in the whole of Split. Look over there. Look at that sunset. Over here.
Yeah, look at the sunset.
Look at that. That's what you should be looking at, not me. Okay.
So when's the next big show going to be here?
Next big show we have started planning already. It's going to be in 2033.
Are you going to be promoting that one as well?
We'll be promoting it for sure.
Personally, of course?
Me personally, I'll be here.
Okay.
We're not sure yet what the band is going to be, but you know, it
won't be us.
When you're planning 25 years ahead, it's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah,
so,
nice. But it's always got to in these areas.
But I mean, if you want to do another interview in say 24 years' time, I'm sure by then I'll know who's going to be playing here.
Okay, great.
Right, fine. Thanks very much.
Goodbye for now.
As you were. So before we were so rudely interrupted by some person who I'm sure you all recognise anyway, and you could tell by the look of terror on both of our faces at the point when he walked past. Anyway, we were saying India was a long time ago.
It was about 2002, I think. That's what it feels like, right?
I was 15, I think. I'm only 16 now.
Oh, you really? You don't act it. Sorry. No offense.
Okay, more of a 4-year-old. Anyway.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a lot of the, most of the shows have gone over really great. Tonight, in fact, the crowd was completely mental. I remember Poland was over the top. They were really great. But a lot of the memories I have, like from off stage, and Hamburg was just great with my friend and buddy Johnny B, and going to see the Beatle clubs and all that stuff, and it was great. And we even, in fact, we actually got to go into the apartment that the Beatles used to live. Well, we didn't get to go into.
Johnny was telling me
we didn't get to go into there. We kind of like snuck in there, and got upstairs, and the guy actually invited us in the apartment and showed us around, and we got to go upstairs and kind of retake a photo that the actual Beatles took. The famous photo on top of the building overlooking the Reeperbahn, and Johnny and I like retook that photo, and it was just, there's so many things that happen every day, and it's really, really great.
Well, I mean, obviously we've been working together and living together as one big happy family. Quote unquote, I would just say family, shall we?
Okay.
Dysfunctional family, possibly.
Okay, my turn.
We ought to. Oh, right. Okay.
My turn. Hey, it's Randy Gregg from IMTV. We're here with Dave. And where are we? In Croatia, right?
Hajduk.
Oh, okay.
Split.
Split, Croatia, whatever he said. Right. And beautiful place, great town. Old Town was excellent last night. The clubs are really great. A lot of younger college crowd hanging around, and beautiful girls and a lot of drunk guys. What else is new? But any highlights for you?
Personally, yeah, I think there was some. Well, obviously playing with you guys, I think was New Jersey and Puerto Rico, the stand-in.
Yeah, you're on my MySpace. If you look at my MySpace photo, he's in the back. He's a little bit, but you're there.
Looking confused, probably staring at the fretboard.
Not at all.
Or that little shit sheet I had on the floor.
That's bull. You know what? Dave stepped in with like 2 days ago and ripped it up and played every note perfect, and it was excellent. And I only wish, no offense to LA, to our friend who helped us out, but Dave was spot on, and it was really great playing with him. And I would actually like it if you finished off the tour.
That would be nice. Well, I think what was my fee? 2 beers, wasn't it, per gig?
Yeah, that's 8 beers. I don't know if we can do that. Sorry.
Oh yes, you can stretch that far.
Yeah, sorry. How about 6?
All right, we'll meet at 5 then, shall we? I mean, that was a highlight, and obviously playing with extreme sunburn wasn't particularly helpful either. So there was that. Hanging outside of a stretch Humvee in Mexico City at 2 o'clock in the morning was quite fun. It's one of those kind of strange nights when you just like, like this outside of a Humvee, going, oh my God, I'm in a stretch Humvee in Mexico City, like this, with a bottle of tequila in one hand and cigarette. Sorry, smoking's bad. Bubblegum. Yes, a lollipop. And so that was another one. But yeah, it's always hard to remember, really. But yeah, but I think we'll have a word about that later. But yeah, I think in terms of Maiden performances, I think strange ones like Second Night at Paris, or was it First Night at Paris? I thought that was a really good show. Maybe Second Night, I can't remember. Johnny's sticking his fingers up me. I think it was the second one. Both nights were good, but I think the second night. Twickenham, I thought was special in its own way. Helsinki I thought was quite good, but everyone said it wasn't that good. But anyway, that's just my subtle opinion. And Australia was fantastic. I think the Brisbane show particularly, it was very hot and sweaty in a swamp. But that was a pretty good one as well. I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed. But obviously working with all the video crews, the Aussie guys were really good, and I've worked with some good crews all around the world. So I think that's the except for Johnny B, who's waving the camera around like that bloke did in Spain. I can't believe he was rolling the camera like he was. Anyway, sorry for anyone who was sick in the audience that night. So I think that's it, really. I think we're just looking forward now to... actually, one highlight was yesterday, driving through from... Where do we come from? Prague to here. 20-hour drive, people. Not nice. And we had to avoid these tunnels, and it's really strange because obviously Croatia was 10 years ago or so sort of a bit of a war-torn country, as we all know, which is quite sad. And driving through some of the villages, you could actually see the bullet holes in some of the villages, and they've still got signs by the road that say live mines and stuff. So that was quite a sobering moment yesterday, actually, quite strange. And at the same time, there was a wedding going on. A wedding procession was going past, and there was mines on one side, and it was just quite a surreal moment. So there's kind of moments like that you remember. They're the things you kind of remember. But I think it's been a fantastic tour, and we shall go on. And I'd like to thank personally everybody who was been in the crowds and spoken to us in my crap Spanish and French and German and whatever I've managed else to sort of pinch together. But everyone's been very good, and obviously thank you to the people who you see, work with the crew. How can I work with this?
Oh, he comes again.
As you see, yes, it's all settling in now. We're kind of going a bit mad finally. But yeah, thank everybody in the crowds who spoke to us, and obviously the people who travel to so many shows. The Swedish twins, the Svenssons, is that right? Pele and Belly, yeah, those guys, and there's some amazing people around who travel. Jonas and all the guys who travel around off their own bat. I mean, we help Alex. We help them out with the Alex, yeah, for help.
Do you know
I thought you said you had no memory.
No, but I remember those
yes.
people.
Alex has been around the world with us, and we interviewed him back in Sydney, and he's been basically organising the first of the barrier, and basically off his own bat. I mean, fair play to the man. He's always been there on time, and he's helped us out a lot, and that just kind of shows the the level of, what would you say? Dedication, that's the word I'm looking for. Dedication that these guys show, and it goes throughout all the fans all around the world. But, some obviously stand out more than others because we see them more. But, I think that's it, really. I think that sort of... go on then.
Question. Johnny B has a question. Johnny, you have a question?
Now that it's actually finished and we can look back, how historic do you actually think the first leg with the plane was?
That's a good one.
That's a good one, right? Yeah, the first leg with the plane. Well, apparently there's very few bands that have actually done it. There are bands that have had planes, i.e. Spice Girls, Zeppelin, Stones, various other people.
But have they gone around? Yeah, have they gone around the world in 6 weeks?
No, I don't think they've done that. And basically, they haven't done it in any way. We did speak about this a little bit in Australia, but they didn't do it in any way that we did in terms of literally having a big splitter bus, which is, I think, how Bruce described it. And it was quite historic in that way, and obviously arriving everywhere with the news crews and helicopters filming us as we landed and all that kind of stuff was big news all over the world. So it had huge impact.
And I remember, I remember Mexico kind of, one of the places in Mexico shut down the airport.
That's right.
And all of them came out, so it was thousands of people on the tarmac waiting for us. And
Guadalajara, I think, yeah. Guadalajara. But so that was quite... I remember the Corona girls there. That was another moment.
Shh, stop.
Sorry, I forgot. Yeah. You'll see it at some point, people. But yeah, I think that's it really. So, and I'm sure we will repeat it at some point. And obviously, it's a historic show. I mean, Bruce has said this many times throughout the tour that they've never played to as many people, and it's quite right. I think we had the millionth person in Stockholm. Somewhere out there in the crowd was the millionth golden ticket holder. So it's been an astounding tour. I mean, all round, and it will be quite sad to finish in Moscow. But Moscow obviously will be a highlight in itself. I think massive indoor stadium. And again, it's been a long time since the band have been there, 10, 15 years, I think, something like that. So, yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, all of this has been really great, and mostly I want to thank IMTV and Dave for letting me step in when he hasn't been here. And I thank you.
Sorry. A little teary-eyed.
It's been great to speak to all you guys, and it's been cool that a lot of people have come up and said, "Hey, wow, you're from IMTV." So thanks for noticing.
Yeah, a lot of people said they enjoy what we've done, and that's I mean, obviously we do other things on the tour, but we do enjoy doing this. So it's thanks for all the comments and all that kind of stuff. So the show must go on. Onwards.
Love it. Anyone from Poland wants to send me cherry vodka, please feel free. Bottles and bottles. That's all I have to say. Put it on my epitaph. Thanks.
And on that note, I think we'll sign off. We'll see you in Budapest.